The Bong Explorers present Vienna during winter and its Christmas markets. We've toured Europe a number of times, usually in March, April or September, October. This time we decided to visit and enjoy winter in Europe, especially Christmas markets. 4 of us flew on the 7th of December 2022 to Prague on Finnair via Helsinki. Our plane arrived at both the airports, Helsinki and Prague, amid heavy snowfall. We arrived Prague late in the evening. We took the subway from Prague airport straight to our Hotel Noir for an overnight stay. The next morning on the 8th of December, we took the train to Vienna, passing through the snow-white Czech Republic and the villages and towns of Austria. At noon, we arrived at the cozy apartment in Vienna, booked for 3 nights. We left the luggages in the apartment and went out to see Vienna. It was very cold outside, that's why we were wrapped by 5 or 6 layers of clothes. After changing 2 trams, we arrived at Schönbrunn Palace first. 1440 Schönbrunn Palace was built in Rococo style by the Habsburg dynasty of Vienna. The palace was designed by Johann Bernhard Fischer von Erola, a Baroque architect trained in Rome. This palace was built in 1711 AD as an imitation of Versailles Palace in France. The palace and adjacent gardens were declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996. On reaching Schönbrunn Palace, we saw it from outside and then visited the Schönbrunn Palace Christmas market and finished our lunch there. We took turkey and cheese crepe for our lunch. Then we went to see the Schönbrunn Palace. There are so many staterooms, and it is not possible to see all of them in short time. We chose a few rooms. We took some pictures of the corridors of the palace, but since taking pictures inside was not allowed, we are not able to show you those pictures. After visiting the palace, we went to see the garden. The garden is beautifully decorated with beautiful marble stone statues. We saw the gloriette from a distance. It was evening and the lightings made Schönbrunn looked dreamy. We spent some time there and returned to the hotel. We purchased dinner and breakfast for the next 2 days before returning to the hotel. Next day morning, we took our breakfast and took a tram to Austrian Parliament. The Parliament is located on the Ringstrasse Boulevard in Vienna. It is a palace of extraordinary architecture. The palace was built in 1883 starting in 1874. The palace was damaged in World War II and was rebuilt exactly like the original palace. About 280 sessions of the National Council and Federal Council are held here every year. The palace is built on an area of about 14,000 square meters. Famous architect Theophil Hansen designed it in the model of the ancient Greek architecture. The palace is decorated with numerous pillars, triangular pediments, numerous Greek statues. Fountains with statues of Athena, the goddess of wisdom and knowledge at the main entrance, and statue of Nike, the god of strength and victory atop the palace add to the beauty of the palace. After seeing the Parliament, we walked through the Berchesgadens to the Hofburg Palace, the royal palace of the Habsburg dynasty. Built in the 17th century, this palace has been extended many times. Schönbrunn Palace was used as summer palace and Hofburg Palace as winter palace. It is now the residence and office of the President of Austria. There are the Amalienborg, the Albertina, the Imperial Chapel, the Imperial Library, the treasury, the Bud Theatre, the Spanish riding school and the Royal Mews. Many famous architects, such as Philibert Lazarge, Lodovico Bernacchini, Martino Corleone, Lucas von Hildebrandt etc., were involved in the construction and planning of this palace. Arriving in front of the Hofburg Palace, the first thing that catches the eye in the morning is the bronze equestrian statue of King Joseph II. To its left is the court library and to its right is the redoubt wing. Empress Maria Theresia turned the 17th century opera into a palace of dance and song, and called it the redoubt wing. This square is called Joseph Square. To the right of Joseph Square is the semicircular Neuburg. In 1866, a semicircular imperial forum named Neuburg was built in two huge wings. There are four museums: the Ephesus Museum, the collection of arms and weapons, the collection of ancient musical instruments and the Museum of Ethnology. We then left Hofburg Palace through the exit gate. Just ahead is the Maria Theresienplatz, Vienna's largest public park. Right in the middle is a huge statue of Queen Maria Theresia. The two buildings on either side of the park look similar, except for the facades. One of these is the Natural History Museum and the other is the Art History Museum. Both the park and the building were built in 1889. There is also a Christmas market in this park. The market here opens in the evening and remains closed during day. A little further on, the Vienna State Opera came into view. This Renaissance building with 1709 seats is the first building on the Ring Road. This is where the Vienna State Ballet and Vienna Opera balls are held. A small Christmas market was there in front of it. Next, we went to see St. Stephen's Cathedral. The cathedral is the mother church of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Vienna and the seat of the Archbishop of Vienna. Duke Rudolf IV built this cathedral in Roman and Gothic mixed architecture. The colorful roof tiles here are the recognized symbol of this city. The limestone church is 136 meters high, 107 and 40 meters in length and width. The North Tower is 68 meters high and the South Tower is 136 meters high. The North Tower has an elevator and we went up the tower and saw the whole city of Vienna from there. The ceiling of the cathedral is famous for its 230,000 ornate designs of colorful tiles. The mosaic on the south choir is a double-headed eagle and is the symbol of the Habsburg dynasty. There are 18 altars in the church, among which the High Altar and the Neustadt altar are very famous. We then proceeded to Rathausplatz. The Rathausplatz is a square in Vienna, near Vienna City Hall or Rathaus. The Christmas market here is the most famous and is the centerpiece of the Viennese Christmas experience. It was raining when we reached here. The snowman and other animals made of snow were fantastic. Then we went to Belvedere Palace and its Christmas market. The Belvedere is a historic building complex in Vienna. The buildings are set in a Baroque park landscape in the 3rd district of the city, on the southeastern edge of its center. It houses the Belvedere Museum. Probably it is the second best Christmas markets with palatial backdrops.